The Guyana Public Service Union is putting its cards on the table ahead of the National Budget 2024. The union is calling for the return to collective bargaining and for workers to be paid a living wage, raising the income tax threshold and lowering the PAYE rate. First Vice President Dawn Gardner, speaking with this newscast, said the imposition of wages and salaries must stop.
We are expecting the government, the employer, to put aside all hindrance and frivolous tactics and engage in collective bargaining with trade unions. Just recently, we heard, it was in the media, where we have a senior government official that stated that the government refused to negotiate with the Guyana Public Service Union because of its affiliation with the opposition. The Guyana Public Service Union would want to make it clear out there that the union is not affiliated. We are a union that is apolitical. We're not affiliated to no political party. Whichever political party is in government, we remain a trade union, and we're not affiliated to no political party. We're there to represent the interests of the workers, and exactly that we're going to do. Is that the government of Guyana must respect the constitution, the laws of Guyana, ILO conventions that were ratified by Parliament of Guyana and are enforced, and legally binding agreements. As you know, we have the Avoidance and Settlement Agreement which was signed between the government of Guyana and the Guyana Public Service Union. And that is one of the agreements that the GPSU rely on heavily for the government to respect. The government must also respect the workers' constitutional right to freedom of association and to be represented by a trade union of their choice.
The cost of living is another sore issue for the union. Gardner pointed to some of the challenges facing the union.
The Public Service Union is forceful in its representation. The issue is that we have abuse of power. And that is causing the whole issue. We have persons who are there in strategic positions who are refusing to respect the rule of law, to respect agreements, to respect ILO conventions, to respect the Constitution, to respect laws. And as long as we get those persons to respect these laws, Constitution and everything else, we will be okay. But it's not an easy task for us at the Guyana Public Service Union to explain to these people and to have them understand when you expect that because of the level that they're operating in, there's a certain expectations that they will actually understand the laws, even if they were ignorant of it before. When we explain to them, and the beauty of us at the Guyana Public Service Union, when we explain a situation to employers, employer representative, we don't only explain it, we have supporting documents to back our arguments. Don't sit out there and listen to persons or listen to your employer representative and tell you there's nothing the union can do for you. The union is as strong as its weakest link. So even when they're telling you there's nothing the union can do for you, there is no need for you to join the union, we will encourage them to join the union. Because remember, when you're not unionized, you're exposed. You are exposed. And it's hard to be an employee who falls within the bargaining unit and you're not a member of the union. Because your challenge is as an employee, and I would hope employee listen to me, because I am an employee too. It's important for all employees to be unionized. If you're not unionized, you're exposed. And when you're exposed, it's a dangerous situation you're putting yourself in. Very dangerous. Employer and employer representatives take advantage of that.
In addition to those issues raised by the Guyana Public Service Union, they are calling for the establishment of a housing scheme for public servants, duty-free concession for certain categories of nurses, enhanced remuneration for health sector employees, and risk allowance for frontline workers, among other things. The GPSU represents the majority of public servants in Guyana.